One of the toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Boise, Idaho, and Albertson Stadium, home of the Boise State Broncos. As we'll see a squad from Conference USA, a group with a lot to prove here today. Taking on a participant from the playoffs last year, the Boise State Broncos. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. So long for this, and finally it's time to get this season underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Boise State's offense will go on the attack first. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Rushes on him. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Tight end now in motion. Takes a handoff. It's Gaines. Forges ahead. Picks up about 3 to the 29. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Wow, and what a great job by that quarterback finding his open receiver on 3rd down. You know, guys, one of the most telling stats at the end of the game is 3rd down conversion percentage. If you're a great 3rd down team, it's invaluable to your offensive success, and that's why teams drill 3rd down so much in practice.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. He'll keep it himself. And the ball's out, and they're after it. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
And the defense did everything right against that option play. They got to the quarterback. They forced him to keep it. Not only do they create the fumble, but they jump on it behind the line of scrimmage. That is just perfect option defense.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. He'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Smith. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Intercepted, big play, stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception. Ready to fire from the pistol. Off play action on 1st down. Got him downfield. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32. They might be thinking back-to-back big plays after that last one. 1st and 10 from the 32. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. An explosive play in the running game as he's got the 1st down. And the Broncos have taken it inside the 20. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Got his man on the right. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. Handoff from the gun. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. Looking downfield, it's Sayin. He caught it! And he'll go down, but he has enough for the first down. So close to cashing it in for this offense. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Touchdown, Broncos! Quick strike through the air for the score. Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game.
And it's so underrated, the relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And let's see what kind of ball plays this offense has ready. Runs through a tackle. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. Lining up from the 34 on first down. They go to the ground. Breaks into the open. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. They've come out with answers on this possession, and now another first down. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. Good, solid pickup there. Now they can start to smell it with a first down at the 31. Last completion moved the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Finds his man. It's Smith. Knocked out of bounds. They're in the red zone. Mark it at the 17, and they are set up. Now inside the 20. First and 10 from the 18. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. First and goal for the offense. The snap sets up to throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Oliver. And he's got a touchdown.
And I think he does a really good job here. Dropping back to pass, surveying the field, sees he's got some open space out wide. Dump it to your playmaker. Your running back takes the football. He does the rest. Nice job by the quarterback, seeing the field, making a play.
The extra point here would tie the game. And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they finished things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Boise State has it back, ready to go to work on offense. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He is stopped behind the line of scrimmage. They'll lose yards on that one. Negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Back to throw. It's Sayin. They'll run the screen. Nice move to pick up yardage. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the big fella. Oh, he's got some space. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. The RPO, it's complete. And And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. It's complete to the right. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line. And the Broncos look to keep this drive humming. Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. So now it's second and long. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Gaines. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. Entertaining first quarter, and we are all locked up after one as we take a quick look at some stats. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Give to the fullback. The change will move, and they'll have first and 10 from inside the red zone at the 18. The Broncos kept this drive moving on the ground. Now back to work. From the gun, running back gets the give. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Give to the running back. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in. And the Broncos trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line. The big fellas line up in a goal line defense. He'll pull it on the read. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Broncos!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the...
Oh, and they blocked it. He's got it. He can take this back for 2. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. He'll start the return inside his 5. Just never had a chance to shake loose, and he'll be brought down at the 24. We'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. And he surges up to the 36-yard line, and they'll move the chains. Good work up front to get that first down on the ground, and now they'll go back to work. Quickly out to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain. The offense will put it in play from the 47 on first and 10. Might be calling a hot route. Wants to throw on first down. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands. Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll try the run. They'll give him 4 on that one. It's 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Trying play action. Dances away. Fires on the move. And he just flat missed him. Sometimes you see a guy, he's open, and you try to baby it too much, and it was a bad throw. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. They'll run this play from the pistol. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. That last play, the kind of thing that can mess up a really good drive. It's 2nd and 17. Gonna look downfield again. That's caught. It's Smith. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. The blue turf rumbling on this third down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the knee. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Boise State. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
What an incredible individual effort by that big fella there. And, Dave, you know, it's funny. I've been hearing more and more about how these D linemen are the best athletes on the field. What do you think?
I present to you Exhibit A. Look at the big fella. Not only does he make the catch, okay, so I can be a DB, I can be a wide receiver, I can catch it. I got the ball in my hands. Guess what else I am? I'm a running back. I take that thing all the way back to the house. Exhibit A, the best athletes on the football field.
Quickly complete. And he's knocked down immediately, but a good pickup on that play. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Here comes the offense on second down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Weeks. Out across the 45 and out of bounds at the 46-yard line. A big pickup here as they try to put together a scoring drive. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, they're after it. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Off the play fake. Here's the pressure. And that pass will be jarred loose on second down. That brings up third down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Trying to make magic on the scramble. And he is not going to get there as the defense gets him on the ground. Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. The punt team makes its way onto the field. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Quickly to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Got it in the middle, it's Wagner. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to go up top on first down. Caught in the backfield, it's Gaines. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down. The Broncos come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on first down. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him, and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grab near the sticks. It's Wagner. They get him on the ground late in the half. They have the first down at the 41. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
Timeout, Boise State.
It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. To the air on first down. Finds his tight end. And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Bring in the heat. Just had to get rid of that one to save the yardage on third down. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. Oh, and he missed it. No good. After the missed field goal, fellas, still a 13-point ball game.
Listen, he's a guy that makes 60-yarders in practice, so they give him that opportunity with his big leg. He misses it. The opponent didn't set up the return, so they're going to get the football back.
Nowhere to go. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. And the Broncos will kick it away to crank up the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The 42-yard field goal that was no good gives them the ball back at the 25-yard line. At the 35, he's loose. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking downfield on first down. Going to try to get it himself. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup. And here comes the offense on second down. Power football with the run. Knocked down behind the line of scrimmage, he'll lose a yard. This Boise State crowd bringing the noise. It's deafening here on third down. Fires to the big fella. They'll move the chains. Good execution on third down. They've got it at the 41. Looking for a productive play on first down. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Looking for room. It's Oliver. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. And this offense can ill afford to come up empty on this drive, already trailing by multiple possessions. Catch in the middle. It's Carter. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. He went up top to pick up the last first down. Let's see what they have here. The play action fake. He's moving out of the pocket. Got rid of it just in time. Nobody open. He just throws it away, and it'll bring up second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. After the incompletion, they go back up top. And he's in for the touchdown.
I think the days of running backs just running downhill are out the window. You better be able to do this. You see the playmaker, slip him out of the backfield, throw him the football, he'll handle the rest, get in the end zone for the touchdown.
Coming out with it, it's Riley. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. The Bronco offense back out there ready to give it another spin. They're still holding the lead, but hoping to flex a little muscle on this drive. Running through contact. Turning it on. And that tackle almost certainly saved a touchdown after he ripped off a huge gain. The Broncos just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Now on second down. Now the play fake. Firing to the right, complete. He's run out of bounds, and they'll say he stepped out at the 27. And the Broncos have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
It doesn't matter what run play you have called, if you're running it inside or outside. If the defense gets penetration, everything is good. And you saw it on that play right there. Great job by the dude.
He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the first down on the throw and catch. The Broncos, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking for the goal line. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. Finding it tough to make positive yardage. Now 3rd and goal from the 2. Quick pass on the jet motion. Knocked down in the backfield, and that'll bring up 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. To the air. It's Sayin. He wants it all. Touchdown, Broncos! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. How about this? A 2-point conversion coming.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. They'll start this drive going to the air. Finds his big tight end. Makes that one pay off, and they finally get him down at the 38. It'll be 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Fires on the move. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll run play action. Grabbed over the middle. It's Smith. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Clock winds inside, a minute to play here in the... looking for the end zone. And that one's incomplete. We're taking a shot there, but couldn't hook up. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Grabbed behind the line. It's Oliver. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. 1st and 10 for the offense. Wants to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Couldn't connect on 1st down. Now back to the air. Card in the backfield. It's Hooks. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The blue turf rumbling on this 3rd down attempt as the Bronco fans exhort the D.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Complete and looking for enough for the 1st down. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. They've got the big fellas out there. A 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. He'll slither through and pick up 3 and get it out to the 10-yard line. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. On the run, it's Gaines. There he goes. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. We've reached the end of the period. Boise State has the lead. They've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. They'll run the sneak for it.
Well, and he gets stuffed on that QB sneak. He's just not doing a really good job of reading the crease and finding a little space to kind of tuck into and drive his feet. He's just running himself into a wall, Dave.
Well, and how about the big boys up front? Make a crease. Push somebody back. Create some space. There was nowhere to go.
No one's going to get him. Touchdown. That return man saw daylight the instant the ball touched his hands, and he darted to it and took it to the house.
And, Reese, I think it's one of the hardest things to do in football, to catch the ball as all these guys are flying around you, and you got to take it, make a miss, try to find spaces and creases that aren't there. Great job making a huge play. Special teams and punt returns coming up big.
And the extra point cuts the lead to 7, 28-21. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Houston is just getting blown off the field right now in H-Town, and at this rate, I'm not sure this won't get worse. They're trailing by 14 to LSU. That's where things stand right now, and of course, if the script is flipped, you will hear about it.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. This is where you make the money on the drives. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. Catch in the middle, it's Boyd. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. And the Broncos come to the line with a new set of downs. They're trying to slow that rush down with the draw. He never had a chance on the draw, tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Finds the tight end. And the big fella couldn't elude the cornerback who makes a sure tackle. What a big play this one could be. Tight game, getting late, 3rd and long coming up. Under fire. Got it in the middle, it's Ray. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team? The Broncos will send out the punt unit. He might just try to kick it away from the return man because he housed the first one. He'll get it to about the 25 before they put a stop to the return. And now this offense will take the field again. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. So let's see if they can make up for that loss on 2nd down from the 18. Throws for the tight end. Got his man downfield. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks. Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Hand off from the shotgun. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They're going to ride this running back. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Wants to go up top on first down. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
This poor quarterback has been running for his life. He has never been able to get his feet set. Stare downfield.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Throwing right. Got his man. They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line. It's a one-score game late, and they've got to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Pulls it in. It's gained. Well, he made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of him.
He's working and poking and prodding and finding his way up to the 36. And the Broncos lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. Would they go for a big play on 1st and 10? Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock.
This is an area of the game. On offense, you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down. So you have to.
Oh, he's got some space. And he's knocked down, but there's also a flag that's been dropped. Let's check on the call. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. They'll operate out of split backs. To the air, it's Sayin. Unloads to the wideout. He's got him wide open. Touchdown, Broncos! And once he got away from the knee, they had no shot at catching it.
That is exactly what you want your offense to do. You want it to eat clock, but if you score, go up by 2 possessions, nail, meet, coffin. Great execution by this offense to put this game away.
On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Here comes the heat. Good little pickup there as he saw some daylight and got what he could. The hurry up now, 2nd down, clock ticking. Wants to go up top. Here's the heat. Takes a hit as he fires.
You just got to know the situation of the game, honestly. After that incompletion, now setting up 3rd down. You still got timeouts. You can attack the middle of the field. It's all out there for you. There's no need to panic. Because of those timeouts, you still have an eternity to get back in this game.
Timeout called by the offense. 29 seconds left on the clock. Looking to throw on 1st down. He's taking a deep shot late in the game.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time? Breaking on the ball. It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Trying to pick up a 1st down. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. No sign of the punt team as they will go for it and try to move those chains. Rush is on him. He's taking the deep shot. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a heartbreaker this late in the game. After this, it'll be a wrap. And this one is just about in the books. The defense can stop the clock one more time as the offense takes a knee. A hostile environment can have a major impact on even the most composed, well-prepared team. So how much did the crowd play a factor in this upset?
Well, this is what makes college football so great. The home crowd and how they were able to impact this game. No doubt about it, David. They played a big factor.
And they're still jacked up, and they're still excited. They play a big factor, and it affects everything. College football, road atmospheres, they're tough. Even when the team isn't ranked like they weren't today, these are the types of moments that can jump up and bite you.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football. Looks as if the returner will try and field this one. Not a whole lot of room to operate on that return as the coverage unit was there and ready. So South Carolina's offense will have first crack at this one. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game.
And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Using his legs, it's Goodman. He is denied, cannot get to the first down marker, and it's fourth down coming. The Gamecocks decide to punt it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Fields the punt. Wants to make a play. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. And Jesse, they've got a quarterback that if he can get into a rhythm can certainly make plays for his team.
Here's the thing about him, too. He's not the most consistent guy. He's not the most talented quarterback in the country. But when he's hot, he's really, really tough to stop, David. It's important they get this guy going early.
Yeah, and it's not just him. Like, the offense has to, around him, play well. They've got to protect him. Receivers have to make plays. The running game would be good to get going. So it's got to be a team effort because then he can really be at his best.
And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. And you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Turning it on. He'll be brought down at the 3-yard line. An explosive play in the passing game has him on the doorstep. A nice pickup running the drag route and finding that quiet soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot, the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield, and you saw that right there.
He'll set up to throw. Skips away from pressure. Saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. He didn't see anyone open, said, no problem, I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
He'll bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Off the bootleg, wants to throw it. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover. And the quarterback just couldn't bring himself to pull the trigger and get rid of the ball, and they knock it free.
So let's give the secondary tons of credit, right, Reese? They were doing an outstanding job in the back end, in coverage, not allowing any receivers open, and that's why the QB had to keep holding it and keep holding it, not allowed the pass rush to get to him, and that created the turn.
And it's a touchdown, puts 6 on the board.
And after starting the season 0-1, this offense felt like they just left plays on the field in that first game. But so far today, they're taking advantage. QB's making good decisions. Guys are stepping up. They've limited the mental mistakes. They haven't turned the football over. It's a different-looking offense here in Game 2.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Blood. Nothing wrong with the touchback, and they wish they had one right now, but he stopped at the 9-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They haven't exactly burst out of the starting blocks, and they need to get something together with this possession. He'll bounce his way ahead for a pickup of 4 out to the 14. The roar of the crowd trying to fuel this defense to keep them pinned in their own end. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
And the Gamecocks will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw, it's Gardner. And he just threw that one away. Safe move, didn't see anything, lived to play another play.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense, because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
The Gamecocks come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. A strike downfield. There he goes. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. A little bit backed up to start this drive from their own 18-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the grab, it's Smith. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. With a 1st down, they'll snap it from the 32. Stopped in the backfield, he's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Couldn't get him blocked on that last one, now it's 2nd and 14. Looking to fire. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
I don't know if the quarterback read the coverage properly on that one, but obviously the result is an incompletion.
They've made 3rd down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And here comes the punt team. He will signal for the fair catch and take it just inside the 35. First play of this drive comes from the 35-yard line. Looking for a man, it's Gardner. Pressure coming, and here's a fumble way behind the line. Bounced right back to them. And the Gamecocks now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Back to pass on 2nd down. Brings him to the open. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a 1st down. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Punch it out of the air. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Just going to keep it after the snap. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, but he just decided to take off.
Going to swing it on 2nd down. Pressure's there, and he gets rid of it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. The Gamecocks come to the ball trying to pick up this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. And he fires over the middle. It's incomplete.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. They'll get things started on this drive from the 24. The give to the back. And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter.
Brings up second down.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. So second down here as we're back at it after the break. Back to pass. Throws to the wideout. He's open on the right. And he gets it to the 44-yard line. It'll be a first down. This offense is like running a perfection drill in practice against air. Chunk play after chunk play, and here they come again. On the run, fires downfield. Finds a man in the middle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll keep it himself. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Just a short pass to the tight end. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Carter. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense 1st and goal from the 7. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost tried it. Next going for the goal line. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown.
This coaching staff was trying to identify playmakers on offense early this year. How about the start of the season this guy has had? Scored in their first game. He scored early in this one. Defenses up to this point don't have any answers for this guy.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple. And the Gamecocks have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Back to throw, it's Gardner. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, a check down will be the last resort. Safe completion on the screen. It's a fumble. Ball bounced right to him, and he's on the move. He stopped short, and it's 4th down. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. Determined run, but he stopped after 2 yards down at the 13. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Fires to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there. Here on 3rd down for this offense. Looking to throw. Going to try to pop one on the screen. Coming out, attacking from deep in their own end, and they're out at the 26 for the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking downfield on 1st down. Trying to make magic with his feet. They corral him out of bounds, mark it down at the 38, and this offense might have something going. It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line. The big pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 1. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Right back to the well.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
Solid run on the last play. Sets this offense up on 1st down. They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain. Hey, we're getting close to halftime, and it looks as if the big fella wants to be all over the highlights.
Goodness gracious, he is open. When he leaves the huddle, apparently he's open. A ton of catches already early in this ball game. They are featuring him and finding him.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Snagged in the middle. It's Mitchell. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break.
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. What do? You set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Send the tight end in motion. Off the play fake on 1st down. Quarterback feeling the pressure, and down he goes at the 22. This offensive line has just been unable to keep them away from the quarterback. Now it's 2nd and long. Off play action. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, and they got the ball back, but that's just going to make it much tougher on this drive. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. Timeout called here by the defense is the first one they've used this half. Hunt is on its way. Return's going to get it up around midfield. He'll be down at the 49-yard line. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Wants to throw on 1st down. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Fires to the right. He's got an open man. And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. And in the closing moments of the 1st half, they'll try to put a 3-spot on the board. And he'll reach for a 53-yarder and have to guide it in with precision from the right side. Tried to give it enough body English, but he missed it. Missed the field goal, but still a 2-touchdown lead at 14. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Either way, it's time to find out. Back to the best in the biz for the start of this third quarter.
Here comes the offense onto the field again. Oh, they're after him. Moves away as he feels pressure. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. From the gun, the ground game. It continues to be a long day as they are just swarming every time he gets the ball. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. They bring the punter onto the field now. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll settle for some pretty good field position and make the fair catch at around the 35. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first. Defense storming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Oh, and it's a hit like that that will absolutely light up the sideline, light up the stadium, change the momentum, and help you win a football game because that hit is what caused that fumble.
Gonna take a shot.
And that is such an accurate throw. It's one thing to do it from the pocket when you have your feet set underneath you, but when you can get outside, off schedule, on the move, and throw a dart like that, that is just big time, and the offense gets a huge explosive play.
Avoids pressure, but now he's swallowed up, and he'll be knocked down for a loss on the trick play. We'll see if they can get a little better protection after the sack. It's 2nd and 12. Knocked off his feet.
And I love this because you got 2nd and really, really long. And what's the idea of the offensive coordinator? Get 3rd and manageable. Nice job.
And the ball is free on the pitch. And the defense got it. Inside the 40. The 40. Past the 30.
It is so awesome, Palmer, to see the best athletes on the field with the ball in their hands. The defensive lineman, baby, scooping up the fumble, trying to get it to the house. He might have ran out of gas a little bit of steam loss, and he gets caught. But what a play by the big D-line.
Look at the big fella rumbling and stumbling and bumbling down the field. I'll tell you what, it wouldn't shock me if that guy at some point played running back earlier in his life, maybe when he was 8 years old. But hey, give the guy credit. He completely flips the field. Not only recovers the fumble, but now sets his offense up in great field position.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, South Carolina! A Lazarus-like comeback is underway.
Defense has to do a better job with their assignment football, trying to slow this option play down. Someone has to account for the dive, the quarterback, and the pitch man. That time they were missing the pitch man outside, and that's why he scored.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. Fires to the big fella. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. After the short completion, let's see if they go back to the air. Now on the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Good blocking, good running. Pickup of 6 out to the 30. Ball sitting right at the 30. It'll be 3rd and short. They'll try to get the first through the air. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. The punt team makes its way onto the field. Fair catch called for and taken at the 30-yard line. And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
And it's been a struggle for the run game for this offense. Man, this is something they hang their hat on. You saw last week, you saw the highlights, and just give it to the running back. Let him do his thing. Haven't been able to get him going. I don't know what's going on, but they got to find a way to get their talented back some space so he can make some plays.
4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. Quickly out to the tight end. At the 40, there he goes. He's got the sidelines going nuts as he gets it down to the 18-yard line.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And, Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play, and it's right back at them. And the Gamecocks getting set on 1st and 10. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Shakes off the defender. Gets out of bounds after the big game, but they've got it 1st and goal.
And that's what I love about this offense. You're not going to get all of your big chunk plays in the passing game by throwing it deep down the field. You can kind of dink and dunk. And on that RPO play, they had it dialed up and set up to go to that player in the right flat. Nice job.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Big guy smells it. Touchdown Gamecocks! And they take it in for 6 more points. Looking for the tie with the extra point. A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I'll tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? Got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target. They make the big play, get the touchdown.
He'll bring it out. It's Hooks. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Opening play of this drive comes from the 12-yard line. Running back searching for a hole. It's that hole for 4 and gets it out to the 16. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. Looking to fire. Quickly to the tight end. They'll stop him at the 22 after a 5-yard pickup. On 1st down from their own. Looking to throw on 1st down. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
Here they come, trying to convert a 3rd and short from the 28. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Cannot get away. It is a huge sack, and I can't imagine what he was thinking on that play. The Gamecocks will line up to punt it away. Now a fair catch is called for and made just shy of midfield. So first play of the drive coming here from their own 49. Looking for a man, it's Beasley. Here's the pressure. And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Keeps it on the bootleg. Under fire. And with the pressure on him, the quarterback goes down, and we've played 3 quarters here. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the 4th. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Oh, man, they've already lost 1 quarterback today. Now the backup comes in and has to take a shot.
Man, I might think about protecting my QB a little better. I already lost 1. Now your second guy gets hit, and you got to keep this guy healthy. You got to keep him upright. You got to protect your quarterback, man.
Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. He'll try to do it himself. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's 1st down. Grabbed in the middle. It's Carter. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He has the 1st and still on his feet. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15. Maybe this will breathe a little life into this offense, which has been flatlined in the 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the 1st down without getting it into the end zone. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. And the offense is so close to the go-ahead score, they can smell it here in the 4th quarter. With the run on 1st and goal. And he was fortunate to get that one back to the line of scrimmage at the 5. No gain on the play. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. And again, stopped right in his tracks, nowhere to run. Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. Finds his big tight end. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. That puts them on top here in the 4th. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. Last time they had it, didn't pick up a 1st down. Let's see if they can put something together here. Oh, he's got some space. And he got enough for the 1st down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Still running at the 40. Open field on the right. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the fourth.
Well, I love the play call late in the fourth quarter now. You're just trying to get...
And it's blocked. Still on his feet, and remember, he can return it. What a display of explosive capabilities on that drive. 75 yards, 2 plays, and a touchdown. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And he'll be brought down after a solid effort on that return. Here comes the biggest drive of the game for this offense, down 1 score. They'll run it. Pretty good job of running to get 2 there to the 32. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is looking for a play to close this deal out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. Throws toward the end zone. Makes the catch and gets the score.
What a great job by this offense. And listen, I judge offenses by what they do in the clutch. In those big moments and right before the half, in the fourth quarter, late in the game, just like right here, you need a score. You've got to go take the lead. They do everything they can. Now, defense, you're up. I need you to get me a stop.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Wants to throw. It's Beasley. Finds his tight end. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. Looking to throw on first down. And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. To the air on second down. Fires to the big fella. Across the 40, out of bounds at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. Big third down as the crowd gets behind this defense. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants a big play here late. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Hauls it in, the first down and more. The offense gets a quick timeout. At this point, every second is precious. And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Flips it out to the back. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. What will they dial up on second, and a long way to go. Looking up top, and time is of the essence. Quickly complete. And he's tackled, but there's also a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. They'll back him up with a holding penalty this time. They've spent most of the day backing them up with sacks anyway. They'll go to work in the air on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Stein. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. He's finally stopped, but not before he takes it into the red zone. They'll mark it at the 18. The Gamecocks had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Fires toward the end zone. Touchdown, South Carolina. And in the final moments, they've taken the lead.
And the timing had to be perfect. Down here, this close to the red zone, the windows to throw into are so small. But the quarterback, his receiver, on the same page. And with that touchdown catch, they now take the lead.
And he puts it down the middle, and the lead is 3 here in the final period. On the move from inside his 5. Makes a move. Got him on the room. There he goes. Open it up. He won't get him. It's a touchdown. Boy, nothing electrifies a stadium quite like a return for a touchdown.
It's always so exciting because you don't see them very often. You got to go so many yards, 80, 90 yards at a time. What a great job by the returner, showing the speed, providing the electricity. There's a reason they're all jacked up, and it's because of that awesome kickoff return.
He'll take a knee. It's a touchback save every second he can as they try to put together this final drive. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. To the air, it's Beasley. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Lost the pass, the clock an enemy. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Just threw that one away to avoid disaster.
What a fantastic job by the defense that time, forcing the incompletion. They've got the lead late, setting up 4th down. Can they come up with one more stop? If they get it, they might win this game.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to convert on 4th down, but couldn't do it. It's one thing to execute early in the game. Tight ball game, right at the end. You need the clutch plays. These guys deliver.
You can't teach that gene. You have people that can focus in the moment or they can't. Great job by the team, staying focused, understanding it's a close battle, win those one play at a time, and then look up and then, heck, I got the win.
Yeah, David, they just had ice in their veins, and you can tell there's tremendous leadership on this football team. Guys can step up, and in the huddle, they can make sure that everybody else is focused to the task at hand in order to get the W.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.